Good afternoon or good evening or good morning, whatever time you are logging in. So it's been pretty rough weekend for most of us. I think there's been a lot of emotions going around. Um, those of you that follow my channel, thanks so much for being here. Those of you that are new, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you'll stick around. We're going to do a series this week that's going to be a little bit different from what I've done before. So, when we read tarot, and I said this a million times in my readings, what we do is we look at the energy that's in place immediately at this moment, and we look at the possibilities that can be born of that moment and of the conditions that are set right now. So you always have to keep in mind there's a butterfly effect kind of system that we have. So if somebody makes a very rash, stark decision, they can change the course of actions. I think all of us were very surprised to see the Sussexes show up on the mall and greeting the mourners together, collecting flowers, that sort of thing. I think everybody was very surprised to see that. And I do think that up until just prior to that event, I think there was a decision in place that they really weren't going to have a notable amount of interaction. They were still figuring out how they were going to conduct themselves from that point on, that being the royal family. So I thought about it all weekend and I said, well, what's the best way to go about this? And I talked with a few of my friends that are fellow readers and psychics. And I really, when I do my private readings, what I like to do is I like to advise my clients. Like I always get, people that are like, oh, tell me my future. And really what my responsibility as an empath and as a psychic is to illuminate the paths that will provide the best outcome. So, scoring lottery tickets, we did that on Dueling Tarot, didn't do so well. And believe me, I've done it before. Like I have lottery tickets that I've gotten my pendulum with. They haven't hit yet, obviously. But we really want to give advice for optimal outcomes, for the best life possible. And that's always with a good spirit. That's always with, trying to have everybody develop the best intent, even if they don't have it at the moment, trying to urge people toward better conduct and better outcomes, better resolutions, if you will. So, with that in mind, I want to approach this changing of the guard with the royal family with some conduct reading. So, what is a conduct reading? Conduct reading is someone comes to me and they go, ah, I'm being bullied at work. They're trying to get me to do too much stuff. How do I talk to my leadership and my superiors or my manager about not having to do that? How do I get them to understand that, I just don't have the bandwidth to handle that kind of work? And there are different ways. Like we can look at the other personality that's in the mix there and find out ways that they will better understand the limitations of that person. So there's lots of different ways we can do that. And I apologize, our air conditioner went down again. Thank goodness it's the end of summer. And it's hot here. It's just hot and muggy, but fortunately we're heading straight into fall, and apparently the Farmer's Almanac says that it's going to be a mild fall and go right into winter, which is going to be notable. So conduct readings, it really is a nice way. And I do see some tarot readers that, just like some of them are kind of mean. I'm just going to say it. Some of them are kind of mean. And, I don't want to see anybody fall on their face, even if someone is exhibiting really, really bad behavior and they're not really being a terrific person. I don't want to see anyone, burn at the stake. So I would like to see people kind of learn from their mistakes and proceed as needed. So, honestly, like I just want to see people develop and be more responsible, not to terra firma, the earth and the environment, but really to the whole spiritual fabric of the universe. So, I do believe that if we improve energetically and spiritually, we will affect that physical environment. So, all this clamoring for, being more green, being more responsible environmentally, I think if we focus energetically in concert, of course, with that, I think that we can make a more profound and more lasting and more notable change to the physical world that we're in. So I don't know if that went too deep. So I apologize if it did. So we're going to look at William first, and we're going to do this all week. This will probably be the longer of all the videos just because I did that little explanation. So we're going to look at William first because I do think that he is the most energetically and emotionally hot right now. And I think he's really easy to take a peek. One of the things that I do want to do is I pulled out two different decks. I have my Messages from Heaven, and I also have my Liminal Spirits, which is an oracle deck. So we're probably going to pull a few cards from there as needed through the course of these readings. So again, thanks everybody for being here. If it's your first time, welcome. If you're a repeat offender, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And in the description below, there is a link where you can book your own personal private reading with me. This coming up weekend, we have our Oktoberfest that we do for 5 days straight here at our house. It's super, super fun. So I won't have any readings open this weekend, and I am booking up fast because of the coming holiday, Halloween. So people just like to get readings around Halloween time. We get into the spooky season and everybody wants to talk to me about what I do year round. So let's take a look first. We're going to do Messages from Heaven, and let's see if we get a message from Elizabeth for Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen Elizabeth, for William. I'm also going to pull up my card view. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's get the card view going here. Again, super, super professional. All right, so let's see what we get. Queen Elizabeth, message for William. What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? We understand that sometimes you may feel alone, but we are always here. Oh, that's an interesting message. So there she is, telling him she's still around. Let's get some light on this. Shed some light on the subject. So there we go. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible with that light there. We understand that you sometimes may feel alone, but we are always here. Very interesting message from her. So we'll put that off to the side right there, maybe. And I don't think that light is going to work very well. Again, always professional. So let's take a look at how William should conduct himself into the future. Last pieces of advice, if you will, from the departed sovereign. And that was a sloppy shuffle off screen. So messages from Queen Elizabeth to William. We have our death card, 10 of coins, 2 of cups, reverse, 7 of cups, and 4 of swords. So this, if these are last messages to the heir apparent, she says change can be good. Change can round things out and still keep that happy home. This change does not have to be the destruction of this family. This change can be a coming together of the future or the current world and the past world. So there's absolutely a message here of her reign, late Queen Elizabeth II, had spanned a ridiculously notable time period. So, I mean, if you just think of it in terms of electronic communications, computers, et cetera, there really was a very, very notable change. So, whereas, and again, this the confirmation of Charles III as king has that confirmation service has never been televised before. So we never got to see that before. No one has seen it ever. So there are things that are very, very different about this confirmation of Charles, and it almost feels like Charles is a placeholder for the true change to come with William. All things will be revealed. This will be very, very transparent. His reign needs to be transparent. Again, we're talking about William, Prince of Wales, not Charles III, King of England. There's a very interesting message here. So there's this kinetic energy that she's infusing him with, this excitement, this call to duty that is almost vibrating in place. And she says, you have to let this hum and you have to let your vibrational status rise to that, this excitement about him becoming king. While we are going to be coronating Prince Charles, the true excitement is going to be when William comes to the throne, when he is the King of England and no longer the Prince of Wales. And she wants him to prepare for that. So his conduct, his behavior, his energy needs to match that at this point. So that is a very, very sound message. He is not going to be waiting as long. He's not going to become king when he's 73. He's going to ascend likely sooner than that. And I do think that Elizabeth is letting us know from beyond that is what to anticipate. What is her advice for how to conduct with his brother right now, right this very minute? What is her advice for his conduct with his brother? Create new foundations, a new communication. Be patient with him. Be the builder. Oh, she really wants him to not listen to the negativity. There's going to be some negativity that comes out. Does not want him to listen to the negativity. Be that builder. Be the builder. Incorporate Catherine into this building. Let her work behind the scenes. She's the one that is going to build those bridges. So, really it's a twofer here. She has a twofer plan for William to be super successful. So that these videos, I'm going to do them really quick, and I'm going to get them through as quickly as possible so I can get them published and updated for you guys. So I do hope that you enjoyed that first one. Like I said, I'm going to be doing these all week, so they're going to be short and sweet ones. So I hope you enjoy them. Again, please like, share, and subscribe in the description down below if you want to get a reading with me as well. So have a great day.